called Halalyam La Yahweh Bashimi Hawashai Mahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders. And peace, blessing, mercy, and wisdom to all the brotherhood out there teaching the truth and sincerity. In the name of Yahweh Bashimi Hawashai. So, trials and tribulations. The Oxford languages. Phrase of trial. Experiences or situations that test a person's endurance or self-control. Alright. It's legit right there. Because that is how you are tested. See, a lot of you Christians, I'm going to say like 90% of you, 99% of you, say, oh, I'm saved. But yet, every day you choose to sin. And every day you choose that sin, you say to yourself, oh, He knows my heart. He forgives me. Which is bullshit. So, if the scriptures say you'll be tried in the fires like gold and silver, if it says the furnace of adversity, if it says you face powers and principalities, rulers of dark places, and you don't understand that all the government, everything, your job is most likely against Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. This government is. We had not that it's not ever had happened before, but we had a couple of, maybe one that was the same cop, but passed by twice. One time it got real close, and then the last one it got from a distance. And then you have, like it says in the book, it's spiritual warfare, but you don't believe it. Some of you do. Some of you do. But the thing is, you do it in the wrong name. You do it in the wrong spirit. It's like you want to be saved on your terms. It's not a fucking loan. It's not a car loan. It's not a mortgage. So when you say shit, and when you pray and say stuff like, oh, Lord, save me. Oh, Lord, if you provide this, if you do that, you're making an oath with the Lord. And He will provide. But you gotta give Him something. You know how you ain't gonna give Him nothing. And that's the way most of you people treat your parents. Like a fucking bank. Like everything we have is yours. Which is not. Everything I have is mine. You get to use it so that you can come up. And then when you come up, you gotta say, man, my dad sure helped me. Maybe I should hook him up with something. So the thing about every situation is you're gonna be put in a situation to see how good you deal with the pressure. Like there's two types of black belts. Real ones and fake ones. Back in the day, you used to have to suffer. Like, man. Like, you punch a tree not to break it, because you can't break a tree. You have to break yourself. And people don't get it. You have to break yourself when you're in this truth. And the Lord said to Nicodemus, you must be born again. It is, you have to go through a transformation, man. And it makes sense for you to suffer and then appreciate what you're suffering for. Because if you don't appreciate what you're suffering for, you'll probably never appreciate it. That's like those guys that have millions of dollars and they have kids, and their kids don't appreciate it. Or they waste it. They're not worthy of it. So people have to be worthy of salvation. You just can't say, "Oh, I'm saved." The dumbest thing a Christian ever said when they came up to the camp is, "I believe I'm saved." But if you're saved, then you can't sin after that, because if you sin, then you're back at root one. You see, you can't be saved from because you believe, because I told you that the Lord is a dark-skinned man and I showed you the scripture. Now you are questioning your belief, so now you're not safe. You see how that thing goes? It's like you're safe. Nobody's saved right now. You'll be saved when you're in those chariots. So you have to go through trials and tribulations first, which is experiences and situations that test a person's endurance or self-control. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.